What's good, YouTube? It's your boy EazyDubsTv, and I'm back at it with another banger, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, as we are on the road to 13K subs, and as the time of the recording of this video, we are currently only 50 subscribers away. Just make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me. It's free. You can unsubscribe at any time, but I know you're not going to because you rock with your boy. And since you love the content, make sure to go ahead and turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss out on any of the daily content. And swing on over to Twitch and drop a follow for me at EazyDubsTv. We do live stream every single day. We got song requests, we react to different videos, and then I could just grow and chill with y'all and rock with the fam. And I know you want to join in on that, so like I said, make sure to swing on over to Twitch and follow me at EazyDubsTv, spelled the same exact way as my YouTube. But hey, so if you haven't, make sure to go and check out the best playmaking badge video that I dropped yesterday on the channel. And then I do have one for shooting and for defense as of season 3 in NBA 2K23. So today we got the best finishing badges. Now, as I always say, these videos can be a little bit controversial because everybody's going to say, well, Dubs, this badge is better. I don't know why you got this badge in this tier. This is my tier list. This is going to be suited to my playing style. Obviously, there's going to be some badges that are going to be more situational based. And there's going to be some badges that are better for certain builds than they will be for others. Go ahead and leave your opinion down in the comment section. The comment section is a safe place, so go ahead and tell me what you think because I will be checking them out. But without further ado, let's get into this video, man. So, first badge we got up is Acrobat. Going into the A tier, Acrobat is going to give you a boost to any type of layup that really results in you altering any type of movement. As long as it's not like a straight up layup, so that could be your Euro step layups. It could be layups that trigger out of, certain layup packages like Circus or Jelly. Or it could be when you're trying to change up hands when you're laying up the ball. Acrobat is going to be super effective. Me personally, I haven't made a build that's got on gold, but I have seen on silver and bronze, and I do think bronze works, but silver is definitely really nice. You'll hit some crazy layups on silver. So go ahead and try out Acrobat for me. Right now it's going to be sitting as the sole badge in A tier. Next we got Back Down Punisher. I'm going to put it in the B tier. I know this is a badge that a lot of centers use, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, it could be a tier 3 badge on like actual big centers. Go ahead and correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't made like a really big center yet. The biggest build I made is a 7-footer, and I can't remember if it's in tier 3 or 2, but Back Down Punisher is going to be super effective. Not a lot of builds this year. For some strange reason, people have made builds without defense or without strength this year and expect not to get back down. So I would use this to my advantage. I mean, when I'm on really any of my builds and I get matched up with a smaller guard, even though this is a tier 1 badge for me, because obviously I can only get on bronze, it still works because I make my builds with strength. Crazy, right? But no, Back Down Punisher right now is going to go in the B tier. Dream Shake, I'm honestly going to put in the D tier. I don't see anybody really do Dream Shakes. Most of the time I see people just backing straight down, and they're more than likely using a drop step or a postman. No one really is shimmying out there like they're Hakeem Olajuwon. It's just not really a big, I'm not gonna say it's a skillful thing, but it's just kind of like a waste of time when there's more effective ways of scoring at the basket after you back somebody down. Next we got Drop Stepper, which is gonna go in the B tier. I mean, this is the go-to move for most people when they're in the paint, is try to either pump fake the bejeebus out of you or they drop step you. It's just that simple. You get some nasty animations. The higher you have this badge on, the more consistent, the more, how should I say, deadly the animations you're gonna get when you're drop stepping people. But unless you're a center, you're not really using drop stepper like that either. So I'm putting drop stepper in the B tier. Next is Slithery Finisher, which is going into the S tier. Slithery Finisher is going to allow you to avoid contact and go into the rim. So if you ever wonder how guys end up having this sliver of space and they just trigger like a nasty, limitless takeoff, quick drop off one type of dunk, or now people are experimenting with other dunk packages, so you see people doing windmills and stuff like that, and you're like, dang, I could have sworn I was on them. Slithery Finisher, if they have that in a super high tier like silver or gold, even on bronze, like my 3-point forward, on bronze it's a tier 3 badge, but on like 6'9s it's like a tier 2. So this is probably gonna be a 6'9", or anybody who really wants to finish consistently at the rim, this is gonna be one of those badges that is gonna be your best friend and you can't go wrong with it. Pro Touch I'm putting in the C tier. I think Pro Touch does have a place in the game. At the beginning of the year, everybody was using Pro Touch because Mike Wing, aka Baluba, was talking about how now layups with the layup meter will get like a boost and everything like that. So people were using it until they seen that it was a lot easier to just, you know, not think about anything at all and go up with crazy contested layups thanks to like badges like Acrobat and Slithery. So Pro Touch has kind of lost its place in the meta of the game. It's still an effective badge. I strongly wouldn't suggest for you to use it because it's just easier to, like I said, kind of go brainless and just mash at the rim and hope for the best when you push square versus trying to time and see a meter on the screen. So I'm gonna put Pro Touch in the C tier. It has its place, but it's not gonna be the most effective thing, and it's not a go-to for any means. Next is gonna be Postman Technician. I'm putting in the B tier. Like I said with Drop Stepper, it's gonna be one of those badges you can combo with Back Down Punisher to be really effective if you're a center in the paint. It's just another versatile move that you can really use to get out of certain situations. I mean, with Drop Stepper, you can drop step and pass out. With Postman, you can postman and pass out. Kind of like the same thing in a sense. Two different animations, but end up with the same results. So can't go wrong with Postman Technician. So I'm putting it in the B tier. Giant Slayer, I'm putting in the S tier. I don't think Giant Slayer's talked about enough because for the longest, everybody it was like 6'9" on 6'9", or it was like 6'9" on like a 6'11", or a big guy. And Giant Slayer is going to help you finish those layups. If you ever wonder why you see small guards who are like 6'1" finishing over you, even though you're way taller than them, and the contest may be super high too, it's because they have Giant Slayer. I can't stress this enough. A lot of people don't max out their driving layup to an 80. 80 is the perfect threshold in this game for anything when it comes to driving layup. It unlocks most, if not the majority, of the layup packages in the game. Plus you get Silver Acrobat. Plus you end up unlocking Silver Fearless Finisher on your way to that. And you get Hall of Fame Giant Slayer. So take my word for it. Go ahead and try a build with an 80 driving layup and try this Hall of Fame Giant Slayer. If you're like a 6'7", or you're 6'8" of the world, or definitely like a 6'1", Giant Slayer is going to be your best friend. Masher, I'm gonna put Masher into C tier. I don't think it's a badge you necessarily need to use. Like I said, I think it's another badge for big men. If I'm not mistaken, that's a tier 3 badge. Just given the fact that there's so many different other ways of scoring in the paint effectively without having to put a whole bunch of badge points into a badge that only gives you a boost to really your close shots. I don't think you necessarily need Masher, but I could see where you could use this if that's like your primary thing is just only finishing on the inside. Next is going to be Limitless Takeoff, which is going to obviously go into, I'm going to move this around, which is going to go into the S tier. Everybody's familiar with Limitless Takeoff. Don't waste your time putting it on bronze. Silver is really, really good and it's passable, but gold is that real sweet spot, and Hall of Fame is just nuts. The higher you have Limitless Takeoff, because this year it's a little bit different, whereas like Limitless Takeoff and Posterizer kind of move in harmony. This year it's more like your Limitless Takeoff is going to be more of your dunks like away from the basket, obviously, so your quick drops off one. Any type of dunk animation where you're going to end up having to do a windmill or you're cocking it back, Limitless Takeoff is going to help you with that. When it comes to furthering that animation, it makes it that much more harder to actually block. I know it sounds crazy because you're like, well, Dubs, if a person is further back and I have chase down, I could easily block it, right? No. If you played, at least on next gen I can speak for, because I haven't played current gen this year, Limitless Takeoff, for whatever reason, the higher the tier it is, the harder it is to actually block, no matter if your guys there or not. And since chase down blocks, the animation itself has been nerfed this year, Limitless Takeoff is like that go-to badge with Slithery, in my opinion, as far as some of the best finishing badges in all of NBA 2K23. Next is going to be Fearless Finisher. I'm going to put in the same tier as Acrobat, but I'm going to put it above Acrobat. Fearless Finisher is going to be pretty much your bailout badge when it comes to literally you trying to dunk on somebody or you trying to dunk in general this year. Reason being is because if you get knocked out of an animation, Fearless is going to trigger. If you end up going to the rim with kind of like a contact layup, Fearless is going to trigger. And with that being said, I'm going to put Giant Slayer in the A tier, but I'm going to put it in front of Acrobat. Just because these three badges really all complement each other. If you can get all three of these badges some way, somehow, unlike Silver, like if you can go Silver Fearless or Gold Fearless, which you need an 87 driving layup for, which a lot of people aren't going to go that high. But if you can get Fearless on like Silver, Acrobat on Silver, and Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame, which is very doable if you listen to me and put up that 80 driving layup, you'll be finishing over people with layups with ease, and you'll kind of hit some crazy stuff that even you'll stop and go, dang, I probably shouldn't have made that. Trust me, try those three badges. Fearless on Silver, Giant Slayer on Hall of Fame, and Acrobat on Silver. you can't go wrong, and you'll be finishing like a prime John Wall or prime D Rose down there. Next is gonna be Aerial Wizard. I'm gonna put it leading the way in C tier. You don't necessarily need it, but I feel like you do when it comes to trying to get consistent alley-oops in this game. Yeah, I'm gonna put it behind. Yeah, I'm gonna put it behind Postman Technician. Aerial Wizard's gonna be in B tier. I just feel like it's useful when you're trying to go for, you know, obviously alley-oops. If you're playing with a teammate that will throw you the ball like that, now it's going to be very selection based, because obviously if you're playing with randoms, I wouldn't bank on them hitting you on a backdoor with an alley-oop. But if you're playing with a team and you want to have that extra boost and be able to have more success on trying to get like contact dunks, because hey, who doesn't like to get a contact alley-oop? It gets everybody on the team lit, from the guy passing the ball to the people watching to you finishing. Make sure you throw an Aerial Wizard, because it's going to expand that green window, which is going to give you more room for error when it comes to those contact alley-oop layups and contact alley-oop dunks. Make sure you go ahead and throw an Aerial Wizard, at least on bronze. Bully, I'm going to put it in its rightful place, probably up in A tier. Not a lot of people use Bully like that anymore, but it's still going to be super effective, given the fact that unless you're going up against a center, most people don't even have any strength on their build anymore. So Bully is going to be able to shine. Now the badge is inconsistent. There'll be times where you'll get like contact on it and it won't trigger, and then there'll be times where you do the same thing again and it triggers. It's one of those weird badges, but you really can't go wrong with it. It's just kind of fallen out of its place in the meta, given the fact of how many badge points it takes to upgrade strength enough to even get Bully, even just on bronze. And then to try to think you're going to turn around and invest, for most people it's going to be in a tier 3, so you're going to have to invest up to 5 badge points to even get it after having 15. Like in general, most people aren't going for that. So Bully isn't going to be one of those badges that you're going to see a lot of people run, but if you did decide to run it, I could see where you could have some success with it. Fast Twitch is going to be leading the way in B tier. Reason being is because I know fast twitch works. I've seen how big men have literally got torched by another big man who pump fakes and then they can go quick up with it, and I know that's from fast twitch. Or when it comes to going up quick with dunks, like standing dunks, fast twitch is going to be your best friend. Posterizer, obviously it's going into S tier. I'm not going to put it in front of Limitless Takeoff, but I am going to put it in front of Slithery. Posterizer really triggers when you're getting like any type of contact dunks, and given the fact that this year people are getting contact dunks with square, you don't really need to use the dunk meter. If you want to use the dunk meter, you can, but I would think it's more situational based, like if you're really trying to be flashy and rub it in your opponent's face, or if you're really trying to focus on getting those contact dunks and being more consistent with contact dunking, Posterizer is going to be your best friend. It's not the end all be all. You can literally put this badge on bronze and have a lot of success with it. So it's all up to you on what you want to do. Personally, I would do like the gold Limitless Takeoff and maybe silver Posterizer, because if you can get gold Limitless, you're going to get silver Posterizer because the 85 driving dunk and 86 is what you're going to need for gold Limitless. So I would rock that combo and you'll have a lot of success dunking in this game. And then Rise Up, you really can't go wrong with Rise Up. I'm going to put Rise Up into, respectfully, I'm going to go like this actually. Do I do that? I feel like I got a lot of big, but these combo together. Or do I go? Ooh, switch up. No. Okay, this is how we do it. Reason why I'm putting Rise Up in the A tier like that is because it's going to be a big man's best friend, and I can't ignore my big men out there. You're going to need this badge because Posterizer actually does not trigger this year off of standing dunks. So Rise Up is going to be your go-to to get more consistent standing dunks in the paint as a big man. Or if you find yourself being a 6'9" and you have some standing dunk, like you can really get away with like a 50 standing dunk this year and get consistent standing dunks, especially on fast breaks. When someone passes you the ball and you're right underneath the basket, your guy will still go straight up. Rise Up is going to trigger. I've got it to trigger on my 6'8" and on my 6'9", so you can't go wrong with it. And for my big men, obviously it's a go-to must-have badge. So to go over all the badges, S tier leading the way, we got Limitless Takeoff, Posterizer, then Slithery Finisher. In A tier, we got Fearless Finisher, Giant Slayer, Acrobat, and Rise Up. In B tier, we got Fast Twitch, Back Down Punisher, Drop Stepper, Postman Technician. C tier, we got Bully. Aerial Wizard now is down in the C tier. Yes, I have come to my senses. Y'all already know y'all gotta stay locked in with me to the very end to see where I put badges. But Masher and then Pro Touch, and then the only badge this time in D tier when it comes to finishing is gonna be Dream Shape. But hey, that is going to be my official NBA 2K23 best finishing badges as of season 3 tier list. Make sure if you found this video informative to go ahead and hit that like button, so that way it tells YouTube to share the video out to more people. Hit that subscribe button for me if you're new. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on any of the daily content, and swing on over to Twitch and follow me at EazyDubsTv, because until later on today, y'all, where you can definitely catch me in a live stream, it's been your boy EazyDubsTv, and I'm signing off, y'all. Y'all be easy, man. Peace.